There are several rumours currently circulating about the Formula 1 pit lane. Remember, it's just a silly season before we know who will be racing in 2023 and who won't. The return of Audi and Porsche to F1 in 2026 is one of the most exciting developments in the sport. In 2026, the sport will undergo its most significant regulatory change in decades, allowing interested manufacturers to enter the market, and it looks like Audi has finally settled down. However, have you heard Audi will pay $450 million for a 75% share of Alfa's F1 team? Welcome to our YouTube channel, and in today's episode we'll be talking about how Audi will return to F1 after buying the Alfa Romeo team. Let's get started. One of the least controversial fragments of Formula 1 news recently is Audi's announcement that it will purchase the Alfa Romeo branded Sauber team in time for a full 2026 entry. Only the long-awaited confirmation in August that the German auto giant had begun a power unit program can compare in terms of poorly kept secrets. It is a massive victory for Formula 1's new regulatory framework. Audi is entering the sport as a new engine builder and a significant and likely majority shareholder in a historic independent team. As a result of the budget cap imposed on teams and engine manufacturers, and the performance equalization measures introduced to try and level the playing field, Formula 1 is not only profitable, but also optimistic about its future. Therefore, Audi has decided that now is an excellent time to enter, and has a good chance of competing with industry leaders. Despite Sauber's relatively low championship standing, the team has set an aggressive 3-year timeline for success. What are Audi's real chances in Formula 1, and why is it partnered with the Swiss team? Why Sauber, you might ask? Since its debut in Formula 1 as a standalone manufacturer in 1993, Sauber has amassed a single victory, 26 additional podium finishes, and a single pole position. The 4 years it worked with BMW were the most productive, culminating in 2007 when it finished in an unprecedented second place in the constructors' standings. In its time as an independent nation, it has only placed 4th. However, the team has played an essential part in the history of Formula 1, as many of the sport's most famous drivers have made their debuts with the team over the past 29 years. These drivers include world champions Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel, and race winners Sergio Perez, Felipe Massa, Charles Leclerc, Robert Kubica, and Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Jacques Villeneuve, a 2-time Formula 1 world champion, also competed for the team in his later career. Founder Peter Sauber sold the team to Longbow Finance after financial difficulties nearly caused its demise in 2016. Although the Italian automaker has no say in the team's strategy or day-to-day operations, the new owners have partnered with them for the next several years through a multi-year sponsorship deal. After the 2019 season, Alfa Romeo will no longer be the team's title sponsor, as Audi will take over at that time. To what extent does this hard-working group appeal to Audi's forward-thinking business model? A large part of the explanation stems from the 4 years Sauber spent working with Audi's rival BMW. BMW's wind tunnel at its Hinwil headquarters was the crown jewel of what was effectively a works operation for the company. Despite reportedly having less than 400 employees, it placed second and third in 2000 and 2008 respectively, demonstrating the quality of the investment. Honda, which at the time employed close to 700 people, ultimately placed last. Audi used the Sauber wind tunnel frequently in their successful World Endurance Championship program, resulting in 2 championships and 3 victories at the 24 Hours Le Mans. After 15 years, the wind tunnel is still considered amongst the best in European motorsport. About 4 hours of driving time separate Hinwil, about 30 kilometers from Zurich, from Audi's engine site in Neuburg an der Donau. That's a more direct route than Alpine's one between its 2 power unit facilities in Enstone, UK and Viry-Châtillon, France. Audi is expected to purchase at least 50% of the team in 2020, with additional players added by 2026. In 2019, Sauber declared that it would compete as an Alfa Romeo team. Everything else was the same despite the new paint job. F1 legend and esteemed journalist Joe Saward is the source of the rumour. Since writing about Formula 1 in 1988, Saward has also attended every Grand Prix. He is well connected, with many insiders willing to share their knowledge and opinions with him. A recent blog post of his makes it sound like Audi has already agreed to buy Sauber. He doesn't provide a source because the person who provided the information presumably requested anonymity. The whisper is that the deal is worth around $450 million and will see Audi acquiring 75% of shares in the team, valuing it at $600 million. The sale is conditional on the technical rules of F1 for 2026 being confirmed by the FIA, but will be a phased deal over 3 years, with Audi taking control over a first 25% of the shares in 2023, another 25% in 2024, and a third 25% in 2025, wrote Sauber. The final 25% will be retained by Finn Rosing, a current Sauber investor. Until 2025 comes to a close, the Alfa Romeo team will continue to be known by that name, with Audi gradually taking its place. Ferrari will continue to supply engines until the new rules take effect. After that, the team's name will be changed to Audi, and it will begin using engines manufactured by Audi Sport GmbH in Germany. Even though Audi plans to switch to electric vehicles exclusively, the company can still use Formula 1 to promote its wares. The 2026 cars will need massive battery packs, so that the F1 car will share at least some DNA with an Audi RS e-tron GT. However, Porsche and Red Bull are likely to have different arrangements. Though Porsche is rumoured to be constructing its powertrains, we expect the energy drink to never shed its livery. Porsche's pioneering work on sustainable biofuels also makes this a brilliant marketing move. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and activate notifications so that you get all of our new content. Let us know what you think about everything you might know about this episode in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in and see you soon.